Hey, it's class time. It's mob program. We got lots of people here in the classroom. Let's get started. Excellent. Good. Hey, thanks for coming out, everybody. Looking forward to this tonight. On Monday, we got a view of what mob programming could be like. I hope for anybody who wasn't watching live or here in the classroom, you had a chance to review that. Just sort of give yourself an idea of what you're getting into tonight. Of course, we'll start out with Prime Minister's questions, but then it's all about mobbing tonight. I want to maximize the amount of time that you have for that, so let's dive right in. So, Project 4 is due tonight, was due tonight. How'd you find it? Any lingering questions? Anything? Yeah, is there like what was that, safe at home play? No, what does this mean?
No, it was worse than I imagined.
Worse than you imagined.
Yeah.
You've got a good imagination, so I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. What made it challenging? What was it about it? Sort of like, darn it, wasn't what you'd hoped for.
For the last few hours after it was built, it was figuring out how to make sure that I was putting out the satisfactory error handling, like error messages. But before that,
Yeah.
because they're working with a complete, like, new APIs, and it's also working with really, really strict formatting, and also trying to make sure that I'm pulling and loading the DTD correctly. For a while there, I had to debug trying to pull the DTD from the jar.
Yeah, the DTD handling. Yeah. There were a couple of questions about that. I talked to people about either during or after, or before or after class on Monday. And yeah, there's something about it like this time. Actually, you know what? I think I changed since the last time I taught this, since the last time I did the XML thing, I think I did change how the DTD was handled. And I think in hindsight, I didn't either explain it or the examples weren't good enough. So I apologize if that was a little rough. Looks like you figured it out though.
Yeah,
Okay, eventually.
going through the XML document.
The slides.
Yeah, slides were helpful,
Good.
especially when I was trying to figure out a viable way to do things. But it was still extremely difficult. Plus the fact that I wasted half of the project time trying to get the
Right. Yeah, you did all the Jaxby stuff, right? Yeah. So okay, yeah. It's well, still valiant effort, and learned something along the way. Yeah, well, thanks for trying. Okay. Cool. Thanks. I appreciate the feedback. Sorry it was a little challenging, but looks like yeah, you got it done. Other people's observations. Was anything easier than you thought it would be? Nah, no, it's okay. That's cool. Sorry, you were about to say?
um, the date and time was frustrating because I was like, why can't I just use a string? So like instructors are already using a string.
Yeah.
And so I have to break it into all these parts and then like reassemble it. And then I was like, now I gotta do it like again for the parser. And it's just like,
Yep. Yeah, I mean it's sort of like the reality of working with dates and times in different formats, right? Yeah, I think someone office hours was pointing out, it's like, oh yeah, right. The XML in XML, like the date is back to 24-hour time again. Yep. Or sorry, the hour is back to 24-hour again. Yep. Yep. All part of the assignment.
yeah, I didn't really test it to see if I could handle that. So it's like,
Cool. Okay.
it's an extension day.
Yeah. Right. It's you're learning. Actually, this is a sign that like there are things that might have tripped you up a couple weeks ago that now you sort of know to think that. Excellent. See here. Anybody have a chance to look at Project 5 yet? That's okay. We're going to be looking at it again on Monday. I recommend that over the weekend, just make sure, if you haven't done so already, go back and watch, the stuff from last Wednesday. These two screencasts. The first one was what we did in class, which is set up the project. And then part 2 was all about how to test the project. That's going to be really important for Monday. You might be kind of lost if you haven't looked at that stuff yet. Because what we're doing on Monday is we're going to refactor that code, and we're going to do a test driven. And I'm not going to explain what Mockito is. I'm not going to explain the integration tests. So please to prepare. So hey, if you've done Project 4, hey, guess what? Maybe not a lot of coding this weekend, but it's all prepping for Project 5. Because Project 5 really, will start in earnest on on Monday. Nice. Okay. Any other questions before we dive into the mobbing? Nope. Okay. So last time we covered mob programming, we used this handout to remind us what it's all about. And you saw a brave group of your fellow students up here in the on the operating theater, rotating between various roles in mob programming. So there's the driver, who is the person whose hands are on the keyboard. Their job is to type. They're really not thinking about the problem. Hey, it's okay if they are, right? But like if you're driving, don't worry if what you're saying to the rest of the mob is like, just tell me what to type, or like tell me what to do next. That's perfectly fine. There's the navigator, right? This is the person whose primary responsibility is to, direct the driver, right? Tell the driver where to go. And then everybody else is a mobber, right? Everybody else is thinking about the problem and talking about the problem. I hope that you saw the dynamic at play on Monday, where after a couple of rounds, when people really got into the problem, it became more of a conversation, and you had multiple points of view, which would be great when you're getting new ideas and stuff. It can also be a challenge at times, right? When you maybe have different ways of approaching the problem, or maybe the mob hasn't quite figured out how to coalesce. That's all part of the experience, right? This isn't meant to be a straight line because you're exploring something new. It's the whole idea is that you've got a team of people all working together towards the goal instead of just one person toiling on their own, or two people sort of trying to figure it out back and forth. So again, and tonight everybody's going to have an opportunity to experience it themselves. So we already did the operating theater with the tennis kata, and we'll do the same thing tonight. We'll break out into mobs. Let's do 5 stations, so we get the 4 of those. And what I'll do is, because I think we've got, we're going to need a 5th mob up here, I think. We'll try it with 4 and see if we need to spin off a 5th, and I'll figure out how to use Zoom to do that. We're going to be pursuing a kata called the RPN calculator kata. Have you all heard of reverse Polish notation, RPN? Okay, that's cool. I didn't know if that's something that you covered already. Here's the idea. You take in an arithmetic expression like this, the number 20, space, number 5, and then a slash for divide. And this is an arithmetic expression. So the whole idea, and it's like stack-based, right? So you say, I put 20 on the stack, I put 5 on the stack, and then when I see the divide, I'm going to divide the top 2 things on the stack and replace it with their quotient 4. So like this is how you express 20 divided by 5 equals 4. You say 25 and then divide the 2. And so what this allows you to do is have more complex arithmetic expressions. So if you say 4, 2 plus, 3 minus, well that's 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2, let's do this, 4 plus 2, and then the result of that minus 3. So 3 minus, and you get 3 that way. And so, the idea here is that you're looking to write a calculator. It takes in a string like this, and ultimately returns a number like this. So this is probably, maybe lags was more difficult, but this is a not simple, right? This isn't FizzBuzz anymore, right? You all know how to do this stuff, or at least you know how to do that easy stuff. Now it's a little bit more interesting. And then they're like, hey, for bonus things, add a square root and then add the max operation. Don't know if we'll get to this tonight. It's okay if we don't. Right? What we're here to do, and the whole idea of these katas is that we're here to not learn how to solve this this reverse Polish notation problem. You're here to experience mob programming using a problem like this. Any questions about the kata itself? Yeah.
So the third example is 358.
Yep.
And so if there's 3 numbers who begin before we get their arithmetic, that means that the first number is 1, 2, 3 outside of the
Yes. Right. That's the neat thing about this, right? So when you get to an operator like multiply, like star, it consumes the previous two and only the previous two operands, and then the result of that is then used in this next expression, and then finally here this consumes all of that. Right, kind of wild. This is the way those old HP calculators used to work 1,000 years ago. Yeah. Oh, a data structure recommendation? Well, one of the standard Java.util classes, of course. But yeah, you can use whatever. If you want to use an array, you can. There's linked list, there's stack. That's all part of it. And it's something that I recommend that you all figure out. Maybe. And what we'll do is let's see. We'll get set up. Please be sure to pull down the latest stuff to your main. Or pull down the latest stuff from the main branch to the Kata's repository, because all this stuff resides in Kata's, and there should be a new project here on main, which is RPN calculator. I created 6 projects. I don't think we're gonna need 6. Let's start with 4. See if we can get around the 4 there. And if a mob seems too big, we'll spin off a 5th. But then work in this, and we'll assign numbers 1 through 5. But then, yeah. We'll spend most of class tonight doing that, and then we'll reserve the last, probably the last 15 minutes, do 5 minutes of a longer reflection, a longer retrospective, and then want to capture some thoughts that each mob has about what worked well, what didn't work well, and ideas for the future. Because we'll be doing this the next 2 Wednesdays also. Okay. Any final thoughts or questions about the Kata before we turn off the recording and then try to get the room technology to work? Nope. Okay. This is the part that we don't need to have captured. It's gonna be a mess. Okay. Back again. Now I can see you. So, okay. This is your first mobbing. There was a lot of energy in the room. This is really great. I'm really curious about. Yeah, I look like Harry Potter's dad, don't I? Let's be honest here. It's all right. It's all right. But I can see you now, so it's like it's good. Yeah, it's very professorial, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I want to know how it went tonight. This was interesting. So let's go in reverse order by number. So mob number 5. So you're here at the front of the room. What was your experience like? What are some like the key takeaways? That's a thumbs up. Yeah, you liked it. What was good about it? 2 thumbs up. That's good.
I like having a big group of people. Honestly.
Yeah. What was good about the big group? What was the?
I think it was less pressure and a lot more.
Okay.
It's cool having, I guess, a bunch more input and different perspectives.
Lots of points of view and stuff like that. Cool. Okay. What are some things that maybe were kind of challenging, or things that you want to like do differently next time?
Logan didn't like my idea. He went off with his idea of a stack, and I wanted to for a loop. So
Yeah.
maybe we could have a vote next.
Turns into democracy. I like it. Okay. Good. Any other takeaways from number 5 up here?
I feel like we kind of took the first round of driving. I can spend more time just making a plan, which then I think the rest of our rounds were probably really smooth.
Oh, okay, got one
Good
plan.
idea,
Then
and so it was more just syntax, do this with this. Wait, hold on, no, we need this, or I feel like once we all kind of came to a consensus about the plan, we were able to follow practice.
Nice. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Yay. Number 5. Number 4. Okay. What was your experience like over there? Like, how did the facilities work? How was that? What was the discussion like?
Pretty good. We didn't spend a lot of time planning because we kind of agreed quickly on how to do it.
Yep. It'll coalesce the solution. Great.
And then quickly move forward with implementing it. Our biggest problem was we only had 2 computers to connect to the lab.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah. What did you do? So you only had 2 computers.
passing them around.
Oh wow. Okay. Like hands on keyboards. Okay. Right on. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Nice. Okay. How far do you have the solution? Are you feeling like, oh, it's almost done, or it's like, oh, we still got ways to go. It could be here in 2 hours.
We got through all of it.
Oh yeah,
We
nice.
did the few,
Ah, bonus points too.
it's
Excellent.
literally custom, but we used all of the examples.
Nice. That's a good deal. Okay, 5, 4, 3. Mob 3. They're in the back. How did it go for you? Your first experience mobbing. What was it like? What were some things that were like effective? What were some things that were ineffective? Yeah, and what do you attribute that to? Like, what were some of the? When did you notice the dynamic change, and what were some things that helped that the group go faster? Great, yeah. So. Mhm. Yes, yeah, good effective planning, and then yeah, made the execution easier. Great, great. Anything else from group 3? It was good, yeah. Nice, built in some more time. Great. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. They're in the back. Okay, yeah, yeah. So what was it like? Yep. Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, the power of the crowd. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Okay, good deal. Other observations from mob number 2.
I was just kind of surprised at like how deep the development, like I thought we would kind of pull in more for the
Yeah.
stuff, but we ended up our navigators did a great job of kind of focusing on down, building off of
Nice. Nice, nice. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that too, like at work when we mob, like the very first thing was like, oh wow, look at the differences in everybody's environment setup. And like when the driver, like, oh, well, something's wrong with my intelligence, something's misconfigured, we can all like, pile on, we can all focus on that and get them unblocked. So yeah. Nice. Excellent. Cool. Okay, and then mob number 1. There was laughter, there was like crying. You guys are having a great time. Did you get anything done? No. It's like what was it like?
Well, I think the lesson that we learned is that maybe we shouldn't have a shared session. If we just have like distributed IT problems and put them in silos and like fixing them all day. So like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't work together on like fixing somebody's environment, and then also like it's easier to like step on each other's toes. And also it's like, oh yeah, we just do that on that one.
Okay. Lesson learned last night. Yeah.
Spent quite a bit of time. We did not spend time to come up with a plan first, and I feel like that kind of did bite us in the butt because we spent quite a bit of time debating on the best way to implement the algorithm, going through the whole thing, and had to be reminded, like, hey, we can first create like methods that will do basic arithmetic. Let's focus on that so that we can actually have something. And also,
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah, it's like
Seems to do that sometimes.
I don't know.
It happened to us
It's
the other day.
make sure you don't have like some virus or something from like Pyongyang. Be careful there. It's like you never know. Just saying. I heard they do stuff like that. Cool.
It was similar kind of thing that we found, like, they were saying, we have a double floor roof or stack, whatever. We were like, should we go through the string, add the roof and the stack, or should we put the whole thing into the stack?
Okay. Yeah,
We were
yeah.
back and forth on that, and then, there's another voice of, well, shouldn't we just use the food then, and it's like, and so, yeah, it's tough when it's like, there's something like core to where we're gonna end up later, based on that choice.
Oh, yeah.
Going back and forth in there, yeah, sometimes it could be good if we had like one person's view of how, even if we make the wrong decision, then we get something with it, and then.
Okay, so we want democracy over here, we want autocracy over here. Great, it's you're getting civics credit now for the course. Congratulations, there goes your gen ed requirement. Awesome, well, cool, excellent. I appreciate everybody showing up, participating, and being part of this. We'll do it again next week, and we'll be able to apply what you learned today and to do it in another iteration. In the meantime, on Monday again, we will be refactoring the REST API. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Hey, no assignment to do next week. We'll just, or is it due? Wait. Well, anyway, we'll see you on Monday. No, Project 6 due at the end of the term. Anyway.
I tried.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Better luck next time. Have a good one, everybody.
Also,